Step 1. Remove louver from the box, being careful not to knock or damage the powder coating. Then cut and remove the plastic wrap from the perimeter beams, but leaving placed on the plastic for protection. Step 2. Place the beams on the supplied blocks of 40 by 40 timber in the desired location on level ground. Ensure correct orientation of the beams. The beam with the pins protruding out of it should be away from the house. This is the low side the water falls to. Line up the staking angles. Step 3. Slide the sections together, pushing the staking angles firmly into the corresponding slots. Step 4. Make sure to keep both sections flush before screwing together. Step 5. Pre-drill with the supplied 4mm drill bit before inserting supplied screws A into the pre-drilled and countersunk holes. Insert screw A into all 4 corners. Step 6. Sand the mitered join, approximately 100mm wide, with 220 grit sandpaper. Wipe the mitered joins with a rag to remove all dust and any drill filings. Step 7. Carefully apply the supplied silicone sealer to all miters. Make sure the sealer is covering the join in all its entirety. Smooth out silicone sealer, ensuring there are no gaps or holes to create a watertight join. Step 8. Place the louver into the exact desired position. Carefully square down off the sides of the louver to transfer a mark for the corners of the louver onto the surface below. Move louver diagonally sideways to allow base spriget to be bolted down. Step 9. Put the transparent base plate template on the ground and line up the middle square with the marks on the ground from Step 8. Mark the 4 corner holes to drill. Drill the holes for the base plates on all 4 posts. Step 10. Install supplied fixings through the base plate into the main fixing surface. Note: ensure legs are plumb. Step 11. Bolt the 4 posts into position and tighten up all 4 bolts to complete the post fixings. Note: ensure the base plate is installed level so the post sits plumb. Step 12. Position lifters under louver frame. The lifters can be hired from local hire outlets to help with frame lifting if required. Lift the frame to be able to install the leg saddles to the underside of the louver frame. Step 13. Position the leg saddle template as per picture and line up 2 sides flush with the outside of the louver. Install 3 of screw B into the holes provided on the saddle. Note: be sure not to put a screw through the hole that is below the gutter. Remove the saddle template and repeat on all 4 legs. Step 14. Slide the leg over the leg spriget. Pre-drill through the pre-countersunk holes into the leg spriget. Install the 4 screws in each leg by using screw A in the pre-drilled and countersunk holes. Step 15. Carefully lower the louver frame down onto the legs. Ensure all 4 leg saddles are lined up and go inside the louver legs. Step 16. Insert 2 screws into each side of the pre-drilled and pre-countersunk leg. Repeat on all 4 legs. Step 17. Important. Before the fins are installed, make sure the pins are in the open position. The 2 pointing arrow stickers indicate that it's in the correct open position. If the pins are not in the open position, the louver fins will be installed incorrectly. Use the winder handle to adjust if necessary. Step 18. Line up the pins with the square hole in the end section of the fin. Slide carefully on in vertical position. Sit the louver pin into the slot at the opposite end as shown. Step 19. Making sure the louver pins are in the open position, slide the remaining fins onto the pins, making sure they are orientated correctly. Note: the fin installation process is generally a simple 2-person step. Step 20. Fit the top covers to the louver on all 4 sides. Note: some covers are pre-installed from the factory. Fasten down the covers with supplied screw B. Step 21. Note: the water dropper that is supplied is to be placed where a suitable corner for drainage is possible. To install this dropper, you will need the use of a 65mm hole saw. Use the sealant to seal the dropper, covering the join in its entirety for a watertight seal. Step 22. Install winder handle into coupling. Line up the holes for the handle to match the coupling.